Welcome to the simulation room. This is the portion of the program where cadets can burn some of the extra energy they are famous for. 2 space-themed games that explore some aspect of the day's star point are provided for each day. It is not necessary to play both games unless time permits. However, Day 2 and Day 4 are clue stations. You will need to play the game referenced in the clue. If you find the games do not last long enough and you have time left over, feel free to play the games again, or any games from the past day. All the games can be played inside or outdoors, depending on the weather and the availability of a large enough room. Here are some great leader tips. Number 1, be flexible and evaluate the crews that come through the simulation room. A game that is fun for one group may not interest another group at all, so be ready to change activities as necessary. Number 2, when a game requires that the cadets be divided into teams, have the number into succession 1, 2, 1, 2, and then call out all the number 1s to one side and the number 2s to the other. This mixes up the groups and helps the cadets to form new friends at VBS. Number 3, enlist the help of the chief petty officers. Their help in supervising the crew will prove invaluable. Number 4, this is a great station to recruit teams to help with the activities. The simulation room doesn't require any decorating. It doesn't even require a room. Just simply supply a wide open area and let the cadets have fun. Let's play Shooting Stars. Here are the supplies you will need. 1, lots of wadded up pieces of paper. Number 2, painter's tape if you're playing indoors. Number 3, a rope long enough to go across the middle of the playing field if you're playing outdoors. And number 4, a timer. Ask your church secretary or church members for used pieces of paper that would normally be thrown away or recycled ones, without sensitive information on them, of course. After the game is over, recycle the used paper if facilities exist in your area. What to do ahead of time. First, divide the playing field in half and mark the line with either the painter's tape or the rope. Wad up the paper and scatter pieces over the playing field, making sure each side has the same number of wadded up papers. Here are the rules of the game. Divide the cadets into 2 teams. One side of the playing field is Team A's galaxy, and the other side is Team B's galaxy. Give the players 1 minute to throw as many stars as they can into the other team's galaxy. Keep in mind that players are not allowed to cross the line to the other team's side. The team with the fewest stars in their galaxy after 1 minute is the winner. If you want, play this game several times for a best out of 3 or best out of 5 winner. Here's what to say to the cadets. God is my creator. Perfect. When God created the universe, He didn't randomly throw things out into space. He put each star, each planet, and each moon exactly where He wanted them. And guess what? They stayed there. Today, however, we're going to play a game called Shooting Stars. The object of the game is to throw as many stars as you can, as fast as you can, into the other team's galaxy. This isn't all how God put the stars in place, but it's a fun game. Now let's play Days of Creation Relay Race. Here are the supplies you will need. Painter's tape if you're playing indoors. 2 of each of the following. Flashlight, piece of blue cloth, small rock or pebble, something sun, moon, or star shaped. plastic fish or bird, stuffed animal or doll, or even a pillow, a box to hold all the items, a list of the items to be retrieved, and a timer. What to do ahead of time. Make 2 photocopies of the list of the items to be retrieved for each day. Place each team's box of items at one end of the playing field. Mark a starting line at the other end of the playing field. Okay, here are the rules of the game. Divide the cadets into 2 teams and have them stand behind the line. Give each team a list of the items to be collected for each day. The first runner for each team runs to the box, gets out the item for day 1, which is a flashlight, runs back to the starting line, and hands the flashlight to the second runner. Carrying the flashlight, the second runner then runs to the box, gets out the item for day 2, which is our blue cloth, runs back to the starting line, and hands both items to the third runner. Repeat until all the items have been collected. The third runner ends up carrying 3 items back to the starting line, and so on. All items must be in the next runner's hand before he or she can begin running. Remember, the box is not to be used to carry the items. The first team to cross the line with all 7 items wins the game. If there are less than 7 children on a team, have some of the runners retrieve more than 1 item during the run. But if there are more than 7 children on a team, play the game more than once so everyone can have a turn to run. What to say to the cadets? God is my creator. Perfect! The first 2 chapters of Genesis tells us about the 7 days during which God created our world. This game will remind you very quickly what He made on each day of Creation Week.